Okay. Live readings. I am live for readings.
I am live.
Copy the link. Go to the Instagram. I want all the messages. Doop boop boop doop. Hello, how are you? Doop. Just sharing the link to another place. Live. Ooh, not that. Live. Boom. Boom. Doom. Doom. Dum. All right. So I'm here to do readings. If anybody has a question, they can ask a question. I feel like it's really quiet. Maybe I should put something else on. Hi, I know it's night there, but it's like 6:30 a.m. here. I literally just woke up. Nice. Yeah, it is 8 p.m. here. 6:30 in the morning. I definitely wouldn't be doing anything except for sleeping. How does this work? Has been a long time since I've used this. I'm afraid that it's gonna get me in trouble. Whatever. I don't care. I don't fucking care. I care about that, but I'm like, fuck. Steadily making progressions. How are things in your world? Just be honest. Nah. Tired, hungry, stressed out. You know, the usual. Is this gonna work? But I'm alive. I'm here. How's everybody else out there doing? The energies have just been like weird. I feel like I'm under attack for like the past, I don't know, couple weeks. Yeah, I just feel like weird. I don't feel right, but what are you gonna do? I've been feeling better for the past couple of days, but I was just like, I was so angry for like the beginning of the week. I just had so much anger, like just anger burst out of nowhere, just fucking nowhere. Just be like, ah! Just, I would wake up and be like, just want to punch something, and I really don't know why. Like, I don't know if something happened when I was asleep, but there's been a lot. I got hit by gnarly bomb cycles last Tuesday. That's scary. I'm sorry that happened. I've never had any of that happen here, thankfully. But who knows what'll happen now that the world is doing what it does with weird ass weather and bullshit. But yeah, here to do readings. If anybody has a question for the readings, let me know. I know Chris is usually open to receive. But yeah, you got the man coming through. I'm just going to do Chris because he's here. It's the new weather weapon. Yeah, I feel like that's part of it too. I feel like there's a lot of stuff going on outside of us. Like it's not an internal thing, I feel, for a lot of people. I think there's a lot going on energetically. I think there's a lot going on, like they're spraying chemicals all over us, the food that we eat. Like there's nothing that is safe. It's just like not cool. The amount of shit that's happening. But we are It's here to combat it. We have illumination, chemistry, soul spark, magic attraction. So I feel like things are getting better for you. Like you said, you're still fighting through it. I feel like it's time for you to break free and drive forward. You could have some deep commitments or a reawakened of lost hopes coming in for you, unbridled motivation coming in for you, something very exceptional happening for you. I don't know, like, I want this to be better. Better lighting. And then let's see what else comes through. So unbridled motivation, uncommon bonds, better energies, magnetic energies. Yeah, you got the magnet here. You got magnet and the firefly, which is kind of like the similar vibration, like magic, desire, gravity, like pulling things into your reality. And again, they have the man coming through. So I feel like your masculine energy is helping you to pull things in at this time because you're being resourceful, conservative, and disciplined. Like you get your eyes on the prize. You're not letting other people's influences mess with you. There could be other people's influence that's going to be coming in, but I feel like it's not going to detour you. Yeah, because the lighthouse is here. It's like you've got the illumination to be able to see if somebody's going to fuck with you or not. They're attached to atmospheric rivers dropping 20 inches of rain. Yeah, there's a lot going on. Actually, the other day my dad left and he saw a double rainbow, and this card popped into my mind. He took a couple pictures of it and sent it to me, and it says divine intervention, perfect timing, serendipity, good luck. So I feel like things are shifting for people. The star energies here, like things are going to be coming in a better energy. Like there's miracles are going to be happening. It's almost like we're just waiting for the perfect moment for something to break into our reality. And we got the leap of faith here with positivity, like an easygoing prosperity, not worrying. It's like the less we worry, the better off it's going to be for us. Let's see what comes through here. We also have environmentalists, so you may be seeing those things, having those storms happening because there's a reason for it. Like your attention is supposed to be on it. You're an earth angel who was born to protect, nurture, and teach about nature and the animals. And the animals came through for you last time we did this. I think maybe it was like a couple times ago, but I feel like you're specifically supposed to be working with animals and nature. So like the cyclones and the rain and all the stuff that your awareness is on, there's a reason for it. You're supposed to be like helping to lift out of that negativity or to transmute that energy, and help the collective consciousness to overcome that programming. Hello, Rick. How are you? You're also an artist. So there may be some sort of way that you are meant to, like some artists bring awareness to things through their art, or they take like, there's a guy out there who literally goes outside and he just like gets all different color leaves and sticks them on the thing and like makes a pattern out of them. Like there may be some sort of way to bring awareness to the nature and to the earth through art for yourself, with energy healing involved in it, like just through your intention to do so. You are here to enjoy life and to love freely. You're meant to enjoy what you're doing and to remove any obstacles that are in the way for you through chanting and channeling using your voice. And you are a frequency shifter. So when you're seeing these storms and you're seeing these things that are happening, step into a leadership role of sharing and helping people to like see that and not stay stuck in that energy. Yeah, you're supposed to be driven, optimistic, and energetic for all of that. And allow for the ancestors to assist you with that. So your ancestors may be trying to work with you as well. And then we have cyclical, not a straight path. I feel like, again, the reason that storms are happening, there's a reason for that. Hold on, I gotta plug in the phone or it's gonna die. All right. So yeah, there's some reason that those cyclones and things like that are coming into your reality, and I feel like you're supposed to be channeling that in some way and expanding that and putting that in front of other people, even if it's just like you do it anonymously, or on a smaller scale. There's some reason for you to have that in your awareness and to communicate that to other people on the planet, bringing that information to others, because not everybody knows, and sometimes it takes the right person to be able to deliver messages to certain people. Like I can tell people something and they're not going to hear it because it's me saying it. But if you tell it to somebody, like there may be a reason that you're supposed to be communicating in a certain way. Like you can reach a certain range of frequency that maybe I can't or others can't. I feel like that's just how it is. Like effective communication with a certain like level of people, a certain frequency of people, because of your divine masculine energy, you be able to communicate to certain people to help them with their collective consciousness and seeing what's going on, because there's a lot of people out there who don't see it, they don't know it. So they're saying like trust your gnosis, use the animal kingdom, use nature and art to kind of combine. And even like making videos and stuff like that is like an art form, because you got to like edit it and put things all together. But I do feel like there's a calling on you to do something that's going to be exceptional and bring in a lot of transformation to your life, as long as you follow with conviction. I've been meditating deeply and asking spirit animals for the wisdom and abilities to share the enlightenment in a detestable way. Yeah. I feel like it's gonna help you to propel forward too and be digestible way. I'm like detestable, whatever. I'm like detestable, sure. But it's a stepping stone for you. It will help you to progress further. All right, so let me go back. I know Johnny had said she was open to receive next, so I'm just gonna do that one. I just saw 1127. Family. Loving your friends and family is essential to your life purpose. Sometimes that's also our soul family. So I feel like there's a reason for you to be doing something at this time with your family, or your soul family. And it's going to help to bring fairness, protection to others who need your help. So like I feel like your family, your soul family, your friends, people in your reality, there's certain people that may be coming into your reality that you're meant to bring justice to. You're meant to help them to see things in a different way. Yeah, you're a spiritual teacher, and leadership fell down here. So you're meant to take a lead, take charge of a situation, and you can heal with your classes, sessions, and seminars. So there's something meant for you to teach others. Again, like when we say family, I feel like it's across the board. You're welcome, Chris, and yes, existential tarot. Yeah, so even this one has the little scales. So I feel like there's a reason that you're being called to bring justice to people's life, like balance things out. Maybe people who've been through a lot of shit, or people who've been in connections or relationships with others that were kind of like icky or just low vibrational. I feel like you're meant to take the leadership role and to teach people how to find that justice and how to find that balance and how to overcome anything that's been detrimental in their life. Yoga may also be specific for you. I saw children too. You could teach children yoga or meditation, or you could teach people in your soul family, or even just think of like some people on the spiritual journey are like children on the journey, because they're very new to it. They don't know that much. I feel like you've been on the journey long enough. You've done a lot on the journey for yourself that you're at a point that you can teach other people. You can help other people. And it's time for you to decide what you want to do and to follow your heart before, like what is your heart calling for you to do at this time, and know that your life purpose will support you fully, and that you have freedom to do what you choose. And there could be a book involved in it too. You could either need to read a book or write a book, or there's something to do with books here. It says you connect to your life purpose through your involvement with books. So there may be something that you need to read or write in order to help other people, inspire other people to do to your own beat of your own drum. That's meant to reach a certain audience, kind of just like what I was saying with Chris. Like when I speak, certain people resonate with it. That's why they stick around. That's why they like the messages. They're there for that. But there's other people who immediately are like, no, like they don't hear it, they don't get it, or they manipulate it. And so I feel like you also have a set group of people who are meant to hear your message. Thanks, Dad. He made grilled cheese, and I'm fucking hungry. But yeah, that'll be great later. So yeah, I feel like there's people that have been estranged and people that have been out on the outskirts that are like standoffish, lonely, spread out, that you're meant to talk to. And this is something that's going to come to you like in the perfect timing. We are just saying that with the double rainbow card. Like I feel like there's something that you are on your way towards right now. You are going places that are going to help you to get there. That's going to increase your finances, increase your resources, and help you to reach the right group of people, and to find where you're celebrated and where you are meant to have a metamorphosis, to go from like the student to the teacher, basically, in a fuller extent of the way. But yeah, there's uncommon bonds and people that you're meant to help awaken and be like a vibrant light in their world. wishes coming true. So I feel like it'd be good for you and those that you're going to be connecting with, and bringing you fulfillment and contentment, making you be like an original trendsetter. Pause for the gods. I know. Start of the season, get the party started, leadership, ideas person. Yeah, you're supposed to be starting and doing like a rebirth at this time. So follow what your heart says and go towards that awakening. But there's something that's been destroyed so that you could have a rebirth. So it's a time of rebirth, communication, crossing the bridge, like meeting the right people and inspiring the right people is going to help you. What had come through with Chris, it's like there's certain people that you're meant to connect with and communicate with, certain people that are going to enjoy your message specifically because it comes from you, and it may be unexpected, but it's going to bring you a lot of luck and a lot of abundance, and like help you to step into your power fully, as long as you're devoted and heart-centered. We have fair and just as well. Hi, I know. Alcyon's on the other side of the door, like, what the fuck? She's like, why aren't we eating? So this is fair and just again, too. So I feel like there's something that you're going to help people with to, like, balance things out. Like, whatever has been imbalanced in their life, you're helping them to overcome that and to bring more peace into their life. Hi, I know. It's okay. It's okay. And so just stay heart-centered and go towards what your heart is guiding you to do, because that's going to help you to find the strength that you need. I'm going to do you now, Existential Tarot, too. That one was for Johnny. But you, obviously, anybody that's in here, when these messages come through, there's usually a reason for it. But if that makes sense to you, listen to it, you know. Justice card is my soul card. It shows up everywhere. So the fact that, like, when I'm speaking, if it's speaking to you, take those messages. Like, that's what I always say. The people who come into these rooms, there's usually a reason for it. But yeah, I think you were open to receive too. So if you're both open to receive and it resonates, take those messages. You're getting similar messages here too. Like, I feel like people who've been on their own, people who have had hierarchies above them, people who've done them wrong, there's a wisdom that you can bring to them. Now this is for existent. No, it's okay. That's a good thing. I think that's what happens in these messages. A lot of times people don't listen because they're not, like, I'm not specifically talking to them, but the fact that, like, when they think that I'm talking to them, it makes sense, tells you they're here for a reason. And those I always say that the messages will probably go across, because that just seems to be, like, I notice it on my side. I'm like, this is a very similar frequency. This is a very similar message. So I think that there is a reason that you would resonate with that and take that message. There's all types of communication ideas, thought processes that are coming through for you too. So get curious quick and take inspired action. Like, if a message speaks to you, just like when you're on Instagram or Facebook, like, sometimes there's going to be a message on there that just speaks to you. Allow it to resonate. Don't be like, oh, that must be for someone else, or that can't be for me. That's the wounding within us, or that's the ego within us that makes us think that we're not aligned to that, or that can't be true for us. But you know, be open to that stuff. Be open to manifesting, because you do have the magician energy here, and you are here for a reason. You're hearing these messages for a reason. I feel like there has been, like, delay tactics in your world that have held you back, and it's time for you to shift that perspective into a place of acceptance and being open, and not, you know, expecting that things are going to go wrong or whatever. And I think it's the same type of thing. Like, I know you've been through a lot of stuff that I had just said to her, and there's all of you who are here, like, on a regular basis, like, you both are part of the Patreon. You guys have a similar thing. You resonate with similar energies. It makes sense that it would resonate for both of you. But I feel like there's some sort of inspiration that's coming in for you that is also going to help you with your resources. There's also going to be like a magnetic vibration around you, but you got to trust the gnosis, trust your gut, allow yourself to receive that guidance without putting an obstacle in front of it, or expecting it to not be true, or expecting, you know, or going into that place of like, oh, it's like, what do they call that? I just literally listened to something that was like, somebody did like a chat GPT thing, and they're like, if you were the devil and you were trying to ruin someone's life, like, what would you do? And it was literally like all the things, like, I would make this person just think that they're a piece of crap. Like, I would bring in toxic relationships. I would make them doubt their confidence. I would give them imposter syndrome, you know, like, yeah, we're all kindred souls. Doing all that type of stuff, which you see happen, and it was like, take them away from like what their gifts are, make them believe that they're not as good as what they are, keep them from their purpose, keep them from healthy relationships, keep them in a state of just doubling down and doubting on themselves and not trusting what their gut is telling them. So it's your duty to complete that cycle, and any restrictions, any boundaries that have been around your expansion, to continue to be like dedicated and knowing that you can overcome it. Be stubborn and strong so that you can be prosperous. Sometimes it takes a lot of inner work, and sometimes it just takes a little bit of like pushing through the stuff that does not feel good or the doubts that we have, and doing that personal growth. So I feel like you are going through a time of personal growth. There is a time of vibrant abundance that's available to you, but you just need to be stable and enduring and not let the doubts and the ego throw you off, because there is a magical presence within you that you can deliver to others. So take the messages that resonate for you. And we also have environmentalists coming through here too. So it's like you are also meant to help the earth. You know, if you're here and you resonate as an earth keeper, or I know you've done the Monet Key, I know you are doing the Monet Key, like I know that type of stuff, there's a reason that you're called to that. You're here for a reason, or you wouldn't be here. And sometimes we forget that. You know, it's like, oh, life just happens to me. But it's not. It's happening for you. You are perfect and precise as you are. You were designed for a specific reason, and you have a pattern within you that is on a quest to go somewhere that you're meant to be going. So just know where you're going is to where you're meant to be. And that's kind of all you really need to do, is just know I'm going exactly where I'm meant to be, or I wouldn't be going there. Even if it's a downfall, even if it's difficult, even if I fall and make a mess, you know, there's a reason, and whatever goes down must go back up. So know that everything is, you know, not in a straight line. It's cyclical. Like, these are repetitive messages coming through. We're letting go of the darkness. We're letting go of that ball and chain, and we're taking that next level commitment to ourselves to do what we need to do to overcome. Look, to overcome and grow. You're here. You are here to overcome and grow. Like, it's literally what I was just saying. So that's what you're here for, is to overcome and grow all of the things. Overcome and grow from all of the things that have held you back. Yeah, all the death, all the loss, all the misfortune, all of the absent-mindedness, any of the breakups, the endings, the dull bullshit that you've been through. There's a reason for it. It's making you more mature. It's making you more established in the end. It's giving you longevity, ambition. So trust and know that you are going places, and that there's been a reason for all of that. And just, again, trust your intuition and your gut. Follow your heart to where you want to go, and you will be inspired when you allow yourself to be inspired. So if, you know, like, again, if that message resonated, let that inspire you, because it will help you to get to go where you're meant to go. Self-doubt and mindless distractions can have a mighty strong grip at times. Yes. Yes, it can. Yeah, so we got two different rings coming here too. So we got proposal, engagement, partnership, trust, alliance, commitment, like the next level, a union, and it's a transformation and a change. So sometimes I know, like I think last week you were like, like nobody is ever gonna, blah, blah, blah. So believe that they will. Like, there is somebody out there that will commit to you. There is a transformation that's available to you. There's a change that's available for you. But anything that we've been complicated up within, or anything that's been like, you know, holding us back, anybody that strung us along, or even when we're stringing ourselves along in those doubts and those fears and those inadequacies, it's time to clean it up and get rid of it, and know that there is a renewal available. There is a commitment happening for you. There's a next level marriage, union, promise, and a bond that wants to come into your life, but you got to believe in it to receive it. So yeah, you're all welcome. Let's see. I don't know if Rick is still here, if he has a question, or if anybody has a question. I keep seeing the storm card. It's number 44 and 55. You are welcome. It says storm brewing, turn up, sudden unexpected end, breakdowns over and done. But I feel like things are coming to a close, and there's may have been storms in people's lives on different degrees, like physically outside, but also within us, that are liberating us. And it's like, eventually we're going to find the place that we need to be to come out of any, like, you know, feeling foreign, or feeling estranged, feeling lonely. Yeah, there's a cycle that's closing. And we just had a big shift within the bigger planets out there that take forever to do anything that they do. So know that things are coming to end in that arena, and achievements are on their way. We're integrating into a new energy. Would you have any animal oracle messages? Sure. Animal. You got the old soul with the jaguar, the black jaguar. Walk through life with confidence and grace. You have the power from beyond the world. Focus on what you really want. You can create your dreams, and underneath that is partnership. So I feel like they're basically saying, like, you know, you have the power inside of you to bring about the partnership that you want to bring in. Accept yourself and your colorful personality. Feel confident about being you. You are a joy bringer. Let your community nourish and protect you. Ask for help. Teamwork will give you the best results. So if you're feeling like you need help in something, ask for it. If you're feeling like you're unsure if you can accomplish something you want to accomplish, you've got to believe in it, right? You can create your dreams if you focus on what you really want instead of the fears or the doubts of, like, maybe I can't have that, or maybe this or that, you know, all the little doubts that go on the back of our head. But you're an old soul and you have wisdom. This is like a shamanic energy as well. I feel like the jaguar does, again, connect to our relationship. So it makes a lot of sense that partnership would come through, because you know, like in the Moon Key, we go with the serpent, then we go with the jaguar. The jaguar is your sacral energy, and that is that rainbow bridge. It helps us to cross the rainbow bridge. It helps us to balance our relationships, slash through the energetic debris that doesn't serve us, and to do what we need to do. So I do feel like partnerships are specifically specific this time for you. There's a reason that those messages are coming through. And then the horse is here with freedom, but I also know the horse over here came through a little while ago about like breaking free. So it's time for you to break free. Your heart is pure and free. A greater purpose calls you. You have unlimited reserves of stamina and strength. You follow the winds of change and accomplish your dreams. So your dreams are important at this time, and your self-reliance is important at this time. Believe in yourself. You are strongly independent, which is funny because the cat is over here too with independent, which was there before I split the deck. And love is there. So I feel like embracing your solitary energy, embracing your independence, embracing your self-reliance is good, and it's helping you to do what you need to do. But it's also like time for you to know that sometimes even in that we can ask for help. It's okay to want help. It's okay to be open to receiving the partnership of love. So you are strongly independent and often solitary. Integrity is important for your best outcome. Cloak yourself with invisibility and walk with the shamans. Use your intuition and let your life unfold in silent perfection. You are a natural healer. Your intuition is strong. You don't have to go with the crowd. Life supports you in every way. So the way that other people do things may not be the way for you, but I do feel like relationships are significant for you. I feel like you got the independent thing down. You've got that energy inside of you of being able to be in your own self-reliant energy. But I do believe that love is on its way. It says, be gentle with yourself. You heal with the power of love. See the light in all things. Acknowledge your self-worth and grace. So know that love is coming in for you. And your independence, your self-reliance is good for you, but it's also time for you to embrace, you know, that it's okay to ask for help. It's okay to let other people in. Let's see. And trust your inner knowing. You are a brave traveler. Your soul knows the way. Be confident. You will achieve your destination. Loyal friends are always with you. Don't worry. You are blessed. Let yourself fly. So I feel like even saying that too, I feel like you have people around you in spirit not realize right now, or you may not be asking as much of that you should. Like I feel like your ancestors, your guides, the animal kingdom, the archetypes, all the people, like the Moon Key and all of that stuff, like talk to them because they're there to help you. And I feel like they want to help you at this time to do what you need to do to bring in what you would like to bring in. The coyote is also here. It says, don't take things too seriously. Make time to play. Great wisdom comes from laughing at your own folly. Look out for the traps and tricks of life and learn from them. So if you've been feeling like, or having anything that kind of messed up, just know that it's okay to laugh at yourself and to let those things go and to look at it as like a learning lesson rather than like, oh, I suck and I can't do anything right, or I keep making a mistake. Just know that you are learning, you are evolving, you are growing, and you have a higher calling. You possess the light codes of Alcyon, and you have that lion energy with you, which again for me is another sign of like partnership. It says, you have within you all the courage you need, let go of the past, reclaim your majesty. You will find success and contentment with those by your side. Make noble choices for your life and your tribe. So there is a lot of energy around you that I feel like wants to work with you, on the energetic level and in the physical level. There are people, yeah, look, there's a love again with the deer. And the deer are specific, like they hold messages of twin flames and soulmates and partnerships and all of that. And there's that jaguar again, which we know connects to the sacral, which is your relationship. So communicate with your ancestors, communicate with the spirits of these animals, you know, connect with them, ask for their guidance, ask for their support. The deer, the black jaguar, the lion, all of them, the cat, the coyote, they're all here to help you and support you. Your ancestors, the star keepers, the earth keepers, the wisdom keepers, the day keepers, all of the beings, all of your ancestors, I feel like they want to work with you and help you at this time for your higher calling and to bring in the right partnership. But know that you're already supported. Like they're already there, right there with you. I feel like sometimes you put a wall up and don't always necessarily allow them to connect with you to the degree that they want to connect with you or to help you. Yeah, and here's the shaman again with the raven. So like I said earlier, I feel like you have that shaman energy, which is a lonely energy, but it's really not at the same time because you're never alone. It's like spirit's always there with you. But I feel like right now they're wanting you to let down more of your walls. I'm seeing the mountain up there. It's like an obstacle. Let down more of your walls. You are the creator and magician. Use your gifts are good. There's power in your wisdom and words. Connect with the elemental spirits and glide through the world. Claim your place as keeper of the mysteries. And that was kind of funny because I was just saying all the keepers. So, you know, like all the keepers from the Moon Key are there to help you. And the dog is here again with friend. So today I will love without condition. My energy and enthusiasm are inspiration, and I choose to be happy. I'm a protector and friend, and I feel like they're all around you right now trying to support you to find more freedom and to find more magic in your life. Hello, Paloma. How are you? Do you have a question? Boop, 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 doop, doop. I just looked down and saw the wolf. Thank you. Hi, Melissa. How are you? I'm good. How are you? I'm okay. How are you? Good and you. Good and you. Are you two the same persons? DM check-in. All right. You're welcome, Rick. DM check-in. I'm gonna see what's going on with this first. How is the DM feeling for Paloma? We have illuminate. Your light helped to guide me out of my darkness. So this person may see you as a light in this dark world. We also have you are my muse. So I feel like that kind of aligns with that energy as well. It's like you are a light to this person. You inspire this person. You help them to feel inspired and to feel like the magic of life again, rather than feeling dark and feeling down. We also have tamed here too. So it says you make me feel calm and free. And so I feel like this person may have not felt that with other people, so it's like inspiring to them. I feel like Paloma and me are on the same wavelength. Yes, yeah. And that's what happens here. A lot of times people come in with the same energies. We just saw it happen a little bit ago before you guys came in. So I do want to get together, have a family, have a home, have all of you forever to call my own. So this person does miss you, does think about you. They want the courage to fix it. Your light illuminates my mind and inspires me. So we're seeing similar messages here. It's like you inspire me. I do love you and want to spend time with you. I will always love you no matter what happens. So we're seeing similar thing here. It's like, I do want you. I do want to spend time with you. I do want to spend time with you. I will be back to tell you the truth. I can't keep these feelings inside of myself anymore. And I have fantasies to play out with you. When can we begin? You're my other half. I know you've left a piece of me within you, or you left a piece of you in my heart and I within yours, but I should be further ahead in life right now. So I feel like this person feels like they're just not where they should be. They say, you know, like they don't feel like they're good enough, basically. Like I need more. I need to be better than where I am to do what I need to be done, or to feel good enough about pursuing you. You know what I mean? Like some people just don't feel like, kind of similar to what we were talking about earlier. People just don't feel good about who they are, so they don't do much about their life because they feel like they're not worthy of it. And then I'm terrified of losing you due to my inability to be vulnerable. So they know that they haven't been vulnerable. They know that they're not doing what they need to do. I know you think I only care about sex, but it's not true. I do care about you. I just don't know how to share my emotions with words. I'm constantly seeing signs connected to you. I feel you sending sexual energy my way. It takes all my self-control to not come ravage you. I've replayed all of our conversations and times together. I'm sorry for always holding back with you. And then I catch myself imagining our lives lived together and how it would all work out. I know you would treat me like a king. And then same message we saw before. I know you're my other half. I run because I'm just no good right now. You know, basically, like, I just don't think I'm good enough for you. So I run from you because I don't feel like I can give you what you deserve. You're my other half again. Would you ever be able to forgive all the mistakes that I've made? Could you ever truly trust me? So that's part of the problem too, is like I feel like I've lost your trust, or I feel like I've made too many mistakes. I feel like it's not even good, and like I'm not even good enough for you because I keep doing stupid shit and messing it up. So it's like their own guilt. I'm sorry I risked losing your love. Thank you for loving me more than anyone ever has. I never knew anyone could love me like you. And I run because I'm just no good right now. So again, I'm seeing that theme of like, I'm just not good enough for you. I hate not knowing what's going on in your world, and things aren't always as they appear. So I feel like this person just keeps self-sabotaging and doing stupid shit that they know they shouldn't do, but it's because they just don't feel good enough. I'm afraid you're not going to want me if you see the truth. So there's a lot of darkness in this person. They feel like nobody cares about them. They're isolating themselves. They feel like they're just like not where they should be. They don't want any hostility. They are trying to get to the courage that they need, but they have a lot of self-hate and self-doubt and self-criticism. Yeah, I don't know if I'm strong enough. I don't know if I'm as strong as you think I am. I don't sleep, I don't eat, I have no sense of inner peace, but I'm ready to break free, and I'm emotionally drained and exhausted, physically exhausted, haunted by the past, haunted by my own inner darkness. And I think that's why they see you as light, because you don't do those things. You haven't been an asshole. You know, you're not like manipulative or lying or cheating or stealing or doing all that hostile shit. Like, you're a nice person. So that also makes them feel riddled with guilt and shame. Like, you inspire them because you're a good person, but you also make them feel bad about themselves because they don't feel like they are. You know, they've done some stupid shit. Yeah, you fill my mind and you inspire my mind and fill me with light. So you do inspire them to be a better person, but I feel like at the same time it's a duality of like, you inspire me, but I also feel horribly because you are a good person and I wasn't that way to you. So I feel like that makes them depressed and miserable and isolated, and feel like it doesn't matter. But your strength does inspire them. So try not to go to the darkness. Try not to go into the anxiety. Try not to go into your own regret and your own doubt. Be independent. Be a light in the world. Be a beautiful person. Keep being a good person and keep doing what you need to do, because they know that they're unhealthy and they need help. They know that they need courage to fix this. And the better that you do, the better they will. Hi, how are you? Yeah, they're trying to find a balance in life and love, and you are inspiring them to feel better, but they feel stuck. I can't break out of these illusions. So I feel like they just have a lot of illusions around them. Some of it is just kind of victim mentality. Mm-mm. Thank you. So let me know if you have a question. Yeah, I'm trying to do the right thing with integrity. I want to do better, but it's going to take a little bit of time to shift that frequency fully. So keep inspiring them. You may hear from them soon. They may want to communicate and negotiate, but I feel like they're nervous. Yeah, they're like, I feel like there's miscommunication basically because of their nerves, and they're holding back, and they feel like they need to get themselves perfect before they can speak out. And I'm seeing the squirrel and the squirrel. And the squirrel is like about distractions and, you know, being like, squirrel, saving, hoarding, giving lip service, kind of just being all over the place. So far, she said that she's working on leaving, which is great, but when I asked for her about it, she got rude with me and lied to Stephen and caused him to lash out at me. Can you please see what caused him to lash out, and did he really mean what he said? You're welcome, Paloma. She got rude and lied to Stephen and caused him to lash out. Alright. Why did he lash out? I feel like there's a lot of emotional baggage with Stephen, and he's just feeling kind of trapped. Like, there's really nothing much he can do about it at the moment. So he feels kind of trapped, he feels kind of stuck, and he feels pissed off about it. So he's obviously just lashing out at you because you're there. He's unhappily, like, stuck in this situation. But I feel like he's trying to figure out what's the best way to get out of that energy that's manifested, but I feel like you just kind of triggered him because it's like there's not much he can do about it, right? Like, you're an adult, she's an adult, he's an adult. I feel like there's just a lot of hostility, and it's not fun to live in that energy, you know what I mean? Like, I can feel the frustration, I can feel the, like, what the fuck. In this past week, I had random outbursts of just wanting to punch shit. Like, I did punch shit. So I feel like that energy has been in the air anyways. But he's trying to figure out how to keep going. And then we do have soulmate, twin flame, a pair of things. So I think he wants to figure out how to make things better in his life, how to overcome the bullshit. So did he mean it? I feel like not. I don't think he really meant it. I feel like he's just fierce and unpredictable at this time. There's a lot of power struggles, assertiveness, like elusive energy. I don't think he means to be mean. I think he's just frustrated and doesn't know how to, like, overcome this frustration that he's dealing with. He's at a crossroads, and he's like, I don't know which way to go. I don't know how to make things better. He's weighing the options and trying to decide on what to do. And I feel like it's just easier for him to kind of be like, when he's upset, but I don't think he necessarily meant it. He just feels stuck, you know, he feels stuck in the circumstance. And I think he would like to negotiate and get out of this energy, but he's also afraid of a tower moment. He's afraid of causing too much chaos. So it's, you know, when we're afraid of that, we still cause chaos. But I think it was an impulsive aggression. It wasn't like, I'm trying to hurt you. Open to receive. Oh, so she wants DM stuff. This is from Melissa. We have, thank you for being you, my light in the dark. So a lot of the messages that I just said for Paloma, I feel like is similar for you, where it's like you inspire this person. Thank you. Did something flip? I think you inspire this person. You know, they say don't give up on me. I do feel like there's burdens and omens and just kind of regret and shame around his energy too. Like, he's got, I don't even think it's necessarily to do with you. I think there's just a lot in his life that he feels shame about. He doesn't feel like he's on the best path forward. He has a lot of fantasies that he would like to play out. He's committed to improving himself. You inspire him to heal and grow. So there's a lot of the same stuff that Paloma just heard, seeing a lot of signs and synchronicity since he met you, talking to you through lyrics of music. So we've seen that a few times. I've searched for you in others, but nobody compares. The fact you even give me the time of day blows my mind. So I feel like it's the same type of thing. It's like I just don't feel good enough at where I'm at in life. Like I should be further ahead in life. I don't. I'm filled with all these doubts, all these fears, all these regrets. Yeah, I'm isolated. I think he's also isolating himself and just not feeling like he's at his highest best. He feels weak. He's like, I'm about to break. He feels limited. He's like, there's nothing I can fucking do about this right now. It's just like, just what the circumstances are. And I feel like he doesn't want to bring anybody else into that. So like in his mind, he's trying to do the right thing. And every song I hear reminds me of you. So again, we're seeing that, like, just pay attention to the music, because I feel like he is communicating to you through lyrics of songs. But he, again, feels stuck in the illusions. I don't care that he doesn't have a lot of money, but men seem to care. Yeah, they want to feel good before they're ready to commit to someone. You know what I mean? They're just, I think anybody would like that, but a lot, like, men want that before they're in a relationship, and women usually seem to achieve that when they're in the relationship. Like they are good at getting themselves up to that place when they have somebody supporting them. Men want to be self-sufficient before they try to be in a place of supporting somewhere else. Why is my long distance DM silent at this moment, and is he planning on communicating soon? We have intellect, curious, alert, mental. I feel like he's in his head. This is for Songs of Starlight. I think he's in his head. Yeah, and this is like coming to the end of a cycle. There's been a lot of cycles around him, a lot of commitments around him. I think he needs to be inspired to come out of that energy. He needs to feel excited to be able to come out and communicate. I feel like there's just this energy around them, you know, like around him at this time, where it's like he feels like he's just too much in his head. So the more that you can be the Empress and just be like that receptive, nurturing, feminine energy, I feel like, you know, the more magnetic you'll be to him, to wanting to communicate with you. Is he planning on communicating soon? I got the Empress again. I feel like he's going to communicate when you are fully in your Empress energy, where it's like, I'm not chasing, I'm attracting, I'm not doing too much, I'm just receiving, I don't really care about it, like I'm open, you know what I mean? Like, just the more that you can focus on being in the emotion of feeling good and abundant and beautiful, that's going to be like inviting him to help him get out of his head, right? Because he's all up here. If the more you can be in the flow of feeling and emotional and good and beautiful and all of that, and just open, it's going to help him to come out of his head and to come forward to you. But yeah, I feel like, you know, he's in his head. Came out again. He's in his head. He's in the Gemini head energy, bouncing back and forth. Versatile, mental, intellectual, social, changeable. I think he goes back and forth in his head about it, and you may be going back and forth in your own energy. So try to be passionate and driven in your own life and inspired in your own life, and just kind of open to seeing whatever happens. See through the facade and know that, like, it's not a personal thing. Just be exploring of the unknown. You know, trust your intuition and do what your gut is guiding you to do. And I think that will help him to have the aha moment to want to come forward to communicate with you. You're welcome. That sounds like Stephen too. He's been distant from her. Yeah. Focusing on me while he is trying to get through this. Tough, though I'm still here for him. Yeah, then that's the only thing people can really do. Self-reliance just came through. It's like, you are strongly independent, often solitary. Integrity is important for your best outcome. Cloak yourself with invisibility and walk with the shamans. Use your intuition and let your life unfold in silent perfection. So the more you can be in that energy of just trusting yourself and being patient, ladies, try to be patient, and also not focused on, like, if you focus on waiting, you'll just keep waiting. You know, try to create a place in nature's stillness to be renewed. Take time alone to find balance. Step confidently towards your purpose. Patience will bring rewards. Hi, how are you? It's hard, though. He replies to others' comments online. Yeah, well, stop commenting to him, you know. Focus on you. Like, pull your energy back. Don't be Don't try to get his attention. Don't try to get him to reach out to you. Just try to focus on yourself. That's the magnetic thing too. And that's what's going to get people's attention. You know, like if you're like you think of yourselves as magnets. It's like the more you go towards him, the more he goes away. If you flip it around, the more he'll come towards you. I have to be more of the Empress, yes. Hello, Erica. How are you? I've been burning a candle and cleaning my house daily. Awesome. Santosh, my husband's current feelings for me, no contact situation. Remorse, guilt. He knows that he's messed up and it's killing him. He's got a lot of remorse. He feels tired and lonely. Tired of feeling alone. And your light illuminates my mind and soul. So some of the messages that came through earlier for the other girls may resonate for you. It was like the ones right before you, where it was like, this person's inspired by you, but also filled with a lot of regret and doubt and fear. Your strength inspires them, but they are kind of just, you know, feeling kind of icky. Independence is big for the girls that are being called into this live. They admire your freedom to be who you truly are. So be free in your energy, and that will help them to become their best healthy self. But they have a lot of remorse and a lot of guilt. Eating healthy, having a following online is good, I guess. Yeah. I won't comment anymore. Yeah, just keep focusing on you. Doing art is good too. Hello, very true. Or liking stuff online. Yeah, try to put, like, that will make a difference. Like if you're consistently doing something and you stop doing that, that'll get a notice. Like that'll be more noticeable than, you know. And it may take a little while for something to happen out of that, but I feel like sometimes people are like, oh, if I keep putting myself in front of this person, that obviously they're going to notice me, they're going to want to say something to me. But I feel like in your case, you need to shift that. When I move out of my family's house, how will the energy and circumstances be around that time? You're welcome. You got soul essence, vibration, clarity, awareness, truth. I feel like your vibration will rise and there'll be more truth and clarity around you. Solutions will be happening for you. You're going to just receive a lot of clarity, a new awakening, a new dawn. You're going to see life in a different way. And you may receive some gifts and some assistance from others, but it's like a whole new beginning, a whole new dawn, something good coming into your reality. Like I feel like it's going to be an awareness, like a new awareness, like how life actually is. And you're just going to see things differently. It's a journey of relocation and moving on from an old aspect of self. But I think it overall is going to be a spirit of light and illumination for you. Santosh, love me or not. They feel your pain more than you know, so I do think that they care. They have passion for you. I'm not sure. I don't want to be like, oh yeah, they love you, because I don't know for sure, but I do think that they care. They have a lot of empathy for you and passion for you. I feel like they're trying to find balance in their life as well at this time, but I do think that they care about you. They have, you know, there's something inside of them. Yeah, there's a like a telepathic energy between you. Elephants are very loyal to each other. Just, you know, if you question it, give it time. Give it time. See what happens. I would give it time. But I do think they have a lot of empathy for you and passion towards you. I don't want to be like, oh yeah, 100% they love you, because I don't know. I think they have love for you. I can't say if they're in love with you, but they do have emotions for you. So they do care about you. They do have empathy towards you. I think your attitude is everything in it. Just stay cool, calm, collected. Like if you get anxious about it or worry about it too much, that will put out their desire for you and actually push you away from them. That's why I ignore Steven and he comes around, but I also still focus on me. Good job. Does there any third-party situation in my relationship? You're welcome. I got a lot of light here. I have a yes card come through. if you're doubting that, like if you're like, is there a third party in my energy? And I'm seeing two like light bulb energies, yes energy. I feel like there could be. Trust your intuition, trust your mind. Don't let your doubts and fears and insecurities lead you, but you know, seeing two bright cards of like, I feel like that's there for a reason. There's a reason why you're thinking that. It could be your subconscious, it could be your doubts, it could be your fears, but it could also just be your intuition. Is it coming from a fear place or is it coming from a knowing place? Like our fears and our doubts make us think things that aren't true, but our intuition is just like a knowing. It's not like we sat there and thought about it and started getting all crazy about it. It's just like it's an instant knowing. And I feel like there is something that's hidden that you kind of know about on some level. You found your Hamza hand. Awesome. I love him, but I won't accept crumbs. Yeah, don't do that. I stood up for myself when he lashed out, and I told him straight up that I will not tolerate her disrespect and lies, and the fact that he spent more time with her than me. Yeah. That, you know, I feel like that right there is also like it's jealousy and resentment and frustration. I feel like it's just not a good energy for anybody to be in on either side. So I can see where the frustration and the upset, you know, stuff is coming from. But the more that you can have self-respect, the better it'll be. The more you can pull yourself back. Do I have a future with my husband or not? I feel like you can find peace again. The more you relax, the more you can find peace again. There is still love there. There is a deep, uncommon bond, a deep commitment, a reawaken of lost hopes. So you can manifest your deep desire if that's what you want. I feel like you can have that again. Things may work against you, but persistence pays off. You get the visionary with Jupiter for the career. It says, the world is filled with possibilities, inventive, expansive, wise, insightful, enthusiastic, curious, and courageous, philanthropic, imaginative. Okay. It says, the visionary has the insight and the wisdom to tap into higher potential and create innovative solutions for the greater good of all. As a visionary, you absorb information from the world, intuitively process it, and intellectually express your ideas. You have an enlightened perspective and you excel at anything that truly interests you. A humanitarian at heart, you're most inspired by projects that uplift humanity and achieve a collective goal. You are idealistic, courageous, and optimistic. You live in a world of possibilities. Ideas are your currency, and you invent creative solutions on the spot. Problems and challenges are soul-satisfying opportunities for you to channel and implement your next brilliant idea. This makes you a highly valuable advisor, counselor, consultant, or guide. You are an independent free thinker, and you, like a computer processor, think in systems. You can synthesize multiple data points at once and can greatly profit from your ability to quickly illuminate new possibilities, solutions, and plans that are beyond the horizon of most people's visions. So you could be like a coach or a consultant or anybody really, like a feminine leader. You know, trust your intuition on where you're being guided with that energy of that Jupiter, which is expansiveness. You can be a teacher, you can be a mentor, you could be a coach. There's no limitation on what you can do because you have that ability to see what's wrong and then just make it better. I'm not trying to be jealous, but he shouldn't cater to her and shun me. No, definitely not. And that's not good, you know. If that's what's happening, I'd be like, fuck you, I'm out of here. Did I get success in government job or foreign further study? You're welcome. I have see through the facade, secrets lifted, insights wise, aware, observant, explore the unknown. I feel like there is something that's coming in for you to explore something that's unknown to you. So it may be more study, okay? Like it may be that you're going to be studying more, becoming more established and more mature. There's some sort of achievement that is coming your way that I feel like is foreign to you. Like it's something that you haven't done before, but there you will be seeing some longevity out of this. Something is developing for you over time. So any fatigue or like anxiety, let that go, because you create your reality. So if you're like, I'm not going to get it, or this isn't going to work out for me, it won't. But if you can be relaxed and allow and know that everything's working out for you, stay balanced with the temperance energy, I think good things are coming and justice is coming for you. But if you worry about it too much, you'll delay it, or you'll push it off, or you'll sabotage any of those opportunities that are coming in. Is this Atlantis idea the way to go, and what will it bring into my life regarding my writing? We have the Fool, so I feel like it is a good idea. You got the Epiphany card with the Fool, so I feel like it's a good idea, an aha moment, and something that you should do originally. And I think it is something that would be like a trendsetter, something that's good for your career, it's good for your writing. Try to stay in a place of equilibrium, like I just said. Try to stay balanced and relaxed. Don't stress out about it. Just be, if it's something you enjoy doing, enjoy it and have a good time. But I feel like it can bring justice and accomplishment into your life. But I do think it is a good idea. Thank you, Rick. I appreciate it. Do you have a specific question, or would you like to ask, be open to receive? Does my person's third party really exist, or is he mainly a story created for me to hear? All right, let's see. Rick sent in a donation, so Rick goes ahead of everybody. Let's see. So I feel like you kind of already know, because it's like creative, like I feel like it's something that may be created out of like a unhealthy mindset. I feel like there's an emotional baggage too. It's almost like created out of the past too, or like an energy of like larger than life. You know what I mean? It's not real. I don't feel like it's real, because I feel like it's something that's like ego-centered. You know what I mean? Something that the ego is creating. But there's trapped emotion and baggage that this person is carrying around. There's a heaviness that this person's carrying around. So I feel like it almost be something that they're trying to do to feel stronger, or to feel like they could even be doing it to try to create something, or to trigger you, to see like what you'll do about it. But I feel like there's something in there that it's like they're trying to like, maybe I feel like it's ego related, because the Leo card is coming through. I feel like their ego is the one that's leading this. So trust your intuition, because you do have a very strong intuition. So the moon is here. Like if you feel on your soul or in your gut that your person is kind of just doing this thing, I feel like there is a reason for that. There's a secret here. There's something unknown that I feel like, I would trust your gut on that. Is this just a story? You get yeah, look. It's just like, I feel like it's also self-sabotage. Like it's coming from doubts, it's coming from hesitation, it's misunderstanding, it's causing confusion, it's like indecision, unclear. I just don't think it's true. Even if it is true in any way, I don't think it's what they're trying to portray. Like they may have seen somebody or talked to somebody, but I think that they might be making up a bigger story out of it that fits if it's from emotion rather than actual situation. They could think that you've done something, or that you must be talking to somebody. Yeah, look, we got this energy here with the Hangman, illusion. It's like, trust your intuition, because I feel like this is something that's of illusion, and it's just something that's not true. It's not fully true. Yeah, it's again, doubt, confusion, something that this person isn't telling the full truth on. I feel like it's inventive. Look, like when I look at these cards, there's certain words that stick out to me. I see inventive. Like, oh, oops, I'm inventing something. I had an aha moment. I'm like, and I know some people on the twin flame journey do that stupid shit where they like pretend that they've met somebody or that they have a boyfriend or like that they don't care about the person that they actually do care about. And it's coming from a place of anxiety. It's coming from a place of restlessness. It's coming from a place of deteriorating. I feel like she's sick of being alone, sick of not knowing what's going on. And so she's just kind of making stuff up. And yeah, I do think there's an emotional reason why she's doing it. But I don't think that they're like, I think that the love interest is kind of just like a facade. There's something there that's not really true. So stay analytical and reserved. You know, don't let it trigger you. First creative, now inventive. I get it. Yeah. Self-interest, something that's wrong, deceitful, cunning, crafty, sly. She's like the fox, and I think you saw the fox with the animal cards. So I feel like, you know, yeah, there's a messenger here for you. That this hawk says, spirit is sending you messages. Open your greater vision to see the signs. Focus on priorities. Eliminate distractions. You have a bright future. Let yourself ascend to new heights. But yeah, I feel like she's trying to trick you for some reason. For all of the reasons. Stay graceful, you know, don't stoop to that level. You who glides across the waters of my soul, bring me your wisdom and light. Help me transform into elegance and grace. Inspire me with dignity and the spirit of beauty. So, I feel like she's just kind of going through a weirdness at this time. But you have a higher calling, so try not to let that mess with you. You're always prepared for this type of shit. I don't think that I just don't doubt that your intuition would be wrong on it. The coyotes here, the revealer of truth. The truth will be revealed. Don't take things too seriously. Make time to play. Great wisdom comes from laughing. You know, kind of just laugh at it. But I think that there is a reason to doubt it. So be dominant in your power as the divine masculine, and don't let that cause you to be like, we get the energy of the crow here. We saw the raven earlier. They may be a messenger for you too at this time to pay attention to. You know, ask them for a specific sign to see what's going on. Thank you very much. Did events from 2 nights ago make him realize he can't bullshit or manipulate me without his intentions failing? Sure, let's see. Chris is part of my Patreon too, guys, so I try to put them ahead of other people when they're in here because they pay every month to be a part of my stuff, and I let them get their messages on here for free. If you're in the $5.55 a month here, and they get a lot of readings, like almost every other day, there's a new reading in there for them. Did events from 2 nights ago make him realize he can't bullshit or manipulate me anymore? We get the star, so it says assertive is the first one I'm seeing here. I feel like you're becoming more assertive and more opinionated, and I feel like that is helping him to see that you're not really worried about his bullshit, his manipulation, that you're moving on from that. And like, we got birth of a son here too, so I know you are the son. I feel like you're moving on from those old energies, and I think he's starting to see that, and that may be an obstacle or problem for him, but I think that he's realizing like his pride can't, his pride may be kind of getting hurt, but he can't really continue to manipulate you in the way that he may have once have. You know what I mean? Like there's an indifference there now that didn't exist before. So you're going through a metamorphosis, you're changing, you're reinventing yourself, you're having an evolution of the soul, and that he can't do what he once did before. So you've reached a place of balance, you've reached a place of knowledge, and you're just independent at this time. You're not in the energy of, let me continue to deal with these arguments and dealing with this abusiveness over and over again. It's not working anymore. So I think he is aware of it, but his ego may still try to test you or push you. I think he is realizing like he's probably not going to continue to do well on that path. it happens with us. She made it seem like her and Steven are together, but I know they aren't a couple. Not good. See, so much drama. I would be like, I'm fucking out of here. Bridget, why does this person keep popping up in my dreams? We get the true north, discovery, life path, seeking truth. I feel like it's the person's a part of your purpose, a part of your path. There's a reason why you've met that person. We get divine intervention, duality, perfect timing, ascension, good luck. So I feel like there is a reason that this person's in your life. They're a part of your purpose. They're a part of your path. There's something that they're helping you to find your way with. Maybe coming through out of the doubts and hesitation and things that you may be having, like misunderstandings or just doubting yourself and not really embracing the fullness of what you could. So they're helping to reinvent yourself, okay? So you're going through an evolution of the soul, and they're helping you to do that. They're helping you to expand and to come into the light and to get that exposure and to learn and to do what you need to do. But there's a reason for them. There's a divine intervention. So they're showing up in your dreams because it's a part of that purpose. You're welcome. I was seeing crows a lot for a while. I haven't really left the house, so I haven't seen anything, but I was seeing them a lot. I agree, sis, but I'll never give up on Steven. I will always forgive the mistakes you make. So he will forgive the times that you mess up and the mistakes that you make. I despise other giving you the attention I know I should, but my pride stands in the way. So I feel like he's holding back with his pride and ego, you know. I haven't talked to this person in years, so it's weird to see them pop up in my dreams. The last one was just their name. I feel like there's a reason. There's something that maybe you should meditate on with that too and ask spirit, like, you know, what do I need to learn from this? You know, what can this show me, so that you have like somewhat of a consciousness to you while you're doing it. So it's not just like, you know, is it the person that you've been asking about earlier? Is it a different person? You know, because sometimes if we think about somebody a lot, they're going to pop up in our dreams. But I do feel like that either way, there's a reason that that person's in your life. But if it's somebody that you haven't talked to or thought about in a long time, there may be something specific that needs to be expressed. There may be something's going on in their life. You may need to reach out to them for some reason. But if it's a person I told you to stop liking their stuff, then I probably wouldn't reach out to them or talk to them. I feel like there's another reason that your spirit and your soul is meant to figure out, you know, yeah, divine dream portal says astral realms are calling, take time to journey. So I would try to journey consciously, like not wait till I go to sleep and let like my subconscious fully take over. I would do it with intention to figure out what is it that I need to learn. I don't want to talk to them when I'm done. When I'm done. Okay. Yeah, there's something there that needs to be, maybe it's just something that needs to be released, but they're helping you to figure out where you're supposed to be going on your true path. Try to stay heart-centered. You're welcome. Yeah, there's a lot of meditations on the Divine Essentials channel over here. Well, there's some over here too, but the ones over here, well, there's a lot everywhere. There's Starseed ones over here, there's Twin Flame ones over here, but on the Divine Essentials channel, there's a lot more meditations for specific things. Like, Akashic Records, Soul Retrieval, all of the ones from the Alcyon Light Healing are in there. The meditations are free, and if there's an activation that someone wants, they can message me on Etsy and I'll send it to them for $5. But all of them are available for $110. I did $5 each for like the 22 of them over there, and that's actually on sale for 40% off right now. So I don't know how much that is, but it's a lot less than 110. All of the digital courses on my Etsy are 40% off right now. And all of the decks are 15% off. I just haven't told anybody about it. I did a new meditation the other night too for the Consciousness 2.0 for the Patreon people in the 1111 tier. They have another one coming up this week that I'll be doing. I gotta ask. I gotta figure out what one we're gonna do next. I just got Ascension process. Probably do something to do with Ascension. Yeah, new awakening, new dawn, ascension process, healing, ascending up the staircase, transmutation, anything that's been delayed, ascending and awakening with light. We got perfect partner, two of a kind, soulmate, twin flame. But family issues, I feel like that's just the issues in your house. This deck was behind that deck, and it popped out with it. Yeah, there's the third person is a problem there, but I will love you for the rest of my life. So he does care. He does love you. I feel like if you were to be like, I'm out of here and left, that would be a wake-up call to that person to be like, oh, I should stop fucking around with this other person. But you putting up with it and staying there isn't helping, because it's like, oh, like we just keep, it's like prolonging everything like that. If that person doesn't fucking leave soon, I would be the one to leave, because nothing's going to change if that person doesn't leave. You know, I don't think he's doing much to make it change. I don't think he has enough confidence to make it change for some reason. He's just kind of stuck. You have nowhere to go. Yeah. Consider the possibilities, they're saying. You are fully supported as you devote yourself to your life purpose. So maybe manifest something out, something happening, shifting for you, whether it's her leaving or spirit stepping in and helping you in some way, you know. And if you are stuck there in that way, also you don't have to be stuck in the energy of putting up with bad things, because that's just going to delay it, you know. Like, I'm not going to do this. I want balance. I want justice. I don't want a person that has rivals living in the fucking house with me. Like, that's torment. That's not good. That's shadow energy that will destroy you over time, because it's like, it's not good for anybody to be in that energy. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like eventually it'll become like a desperate energy, feeling lonely and feeling misunderstood and just kind of feeling, ugh. So do your best to not let that happen by standing in your power and not letting it like take from you over and over. Yes. Do, 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 do. Nobody is moving nowhere until after holidays. Okay. Asking Spirit to give him confidence. Yeah, he might need some confidence to do what needs to be done. I don't know. I feel like the Wheel of Fortune will also play in this. There's something will happen. But stay strong, stay powerful, stay confident in what's going on within yourself. Yeah, Emperor energy. He needs to become the Emperor. He needs to be a leader. I feel like he's just passive. But he also has a little bit of it. I think he's channeling it in the wrong way. He's like combative and not very confident. So that's coming out in the like the toxic masculinity energy rather than like the higher vibrational, where he's like, oh, like, I'm going to do what's right for me and everybody else. I'm going to be a leader. I'm going to be independent. Look, I just got it again. I'm going to take action. I'm going to be dominant in my power. Like, this is the Emperor and this is divine masculine. Like, he needs that energy. He needs that energy. He's just not doing it. He's delayed. He's frozen. He's stuck. He's a bitch. Sorry. He could have an incubus or a succubus energy attachment too. There could be something attached to him that's taking it from him. So yeah, there's caution, warning, danger. I feel like something's on him, and he needs to clear that out. So I would ask Spirit to help to clear that away. Anything that's blocking him from taking back his power. There's a thief, a trickster, a hustler taking his power. I've been feeling that energy around too. I've been feeling like there's a lot of like demonic or spiritual attachments that are just causing havoc at this time. And I think some of it is because a lot of people's energy is focused on lack and fear and doubt, and we're being poisoned from all over the place, you know, like energetically, spiritually, physically, mentally, you know. I'm sure you have. I've seen some demons too. And I think it's just been getting heavier, but new levels of awareness are here to assist in the evolution. Do not shy away from a soul revolution. So if you're feeling that darkness, you're feeling that anger, you're feeling that pain, try to call in the light, call in spirit to assist us in clearing out those attachments and those things. Like they say, show us we are here. The emissaries of light are there to help us, but we got to ask, you know, and some of us have karmic contracts to clear out so that we can have a new cycle and a rebirth away from those people. She definitely has it. I'm trying to remove it, and I've been trying to heal our past life too. Good. Keep working on it. Keep healing. It's a never-ending journey to heal and continue to fight. But new beginnings are available for us, all of us. We have been sent from the higher dimensions to assist Gaia. They say demons gather at airports and hospitals. I could see the hospital for sure. I'm sure airports would make sense. I feel like they just kind of they go to wherever there's sadness and darkness and like if there's a little bit of jealousy, the spirit of jealousy is going to come in. If there's a little bit of anger, the spirit of anger is going to come in. But yeah, those places are breeding grounds for stress, anxiety, jealousy, resentment, hate, lust, all of those things that are not good. Yeah. Anywhere people are, I feel like anywhere that there's heaviness, anywhere there's addiction, anywhere there's emotional baggage, they are there. So even like with what was happening with Rick, I was gonna say what was happening with Rick. I looked down and that's the fucking card. That could be a demonic or spiritual attachment that's causing her to do that. I don't know if he's still in here, but you might want to call in spirit to help cleanse that away, because I feel like it's not even necessarily her influence. It's her fear, it's her doubt, it's her insecurity, it's her emotional baggage, it's her uncertainty. She doesn't believe that she's beautiful enough. She doesn't realize she's unique. She's been through toxic, karmic, narcissistic abuse. So she's a good candidate for somebody that might have that type of spiritual attachment come in and mess with them. It messes with our resources, it messes with our self-value and our self-worth, and it's hard to overcome because it sits there and sucks on you. How do you call on spirit for help? You just ask. Yeah, I usually it depends on what's going on. Like when you're lighting a candle, look, I just looked down and said divine healing is available. Ask for energy. Like it literally is available for you. Sometimes I'll light a candle, sometimes I'll spray something. I try to not do it when I do it in the shower a lot too, because the shower is a good place to cleanse on multiple degrees. So I'll ask spirit, like Archangel Michael, to come into the shower and cut all the cords and all the debris, and I wash with salt and stuff like that. And then other times I light a candle and specifically say things out loud, because your voice has vibration and it's strong. So you can speak into the world like, please remove any attachments, please remove any cords, please remove any influence that's not serving me, and just say what it is that you want. Or you can look up. There's a lot of things that have been like you could take something out of the Bible and say whatever in the Bible. There's different things in there. But there's other versions of that too. If you're not into the Bible, there's ones that you can read that are available. Thanks, Steve. Archangel Michael is a tank, yes. See, sometimes they show up when you're talking about them. Those people piss me off because they're like the type that just are like messed up in the head. Other people who are like all into the Bible too, like sometimes they're really bad. Like I don't have anything against the Bible, but some people who are into it will like just tear into you with so much judgment and like hate, and it's like that's totally not what Jesus was saying or spreading. He wasn't like, oh, you should just be a fucking asshole to anybody that has a different belief from you. Yes, writing it down does too work. Writing it, speaking it, thinking it, it's all good. You know, do what you can where you can. Like sometimes you're not in the right vibration or the right place to be like blah, 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 start saying it all, but it's your intention. Your intention is the biggest thing that you have. Like if you have an intention to focus on that and to bring in better energy, it'll work. But you know, if you want to speak it, sing it, think it, it's all good. Aragorn from Lord of the Rings is an example of a true divine masculine. I want someone similar to him. Yep, I don't like that. I'm actually Celtic pagan and Wiccan. Yeah, I mean, I don't have a set thing. I'm not like I'm this. But I've noticed that there's a lot of people, like especially on the other channel, I'll share something that's 10 seconds long, 10 fucking seconds, and they come in and they're like, you're going to hell, you need to repent. And I'm like, you don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about. Like I could, that 10 seconds, like if you look at it, it could be something to do with the Bible. But they just assume that it's not, and they instantly attack you, and it's like, you don't even know what you're attacking. You're just instantly attacking, and that's why I've never really wanted to go like surround myself with people that are in that way where it's like almost cultish. Like I don't force anything on anybody. People ask me a question, I answer it. That's all. I'm not forcing anything on anybody. Believe what you want to believe. That's fine. I don't care. But if you come at me and tell me that I'm going to hell for having a belief or trying to be nice to people, there's something wrong with you. I can see what comes through for Kendall Jenner. Ooh, we have deception, jealousy, betrayal, backstab, seduction. I don't know. I don't know what the thing is, but if she is, it may be a tactic. I don't know. But the Empress is here too, and the Empress is literally about being pregnant. So I'm not sure. I feel like if she is telling people she's pregnant, it may be a lie. If she's not telling people she's pregnant, she may be lying about. Like I feel like it's either one. Like I don't know if she's telling people or she's not telling people. I don't follow that stuff, but there's a lie surrounding a woman that's pregnant because the Empress is always shown as pregnant. I feel like, yeah, I'm not really sure. I really don't know for sure. But I feel like there is a lie around it either way. She's been wearing big jackets and not drinking. Yeah. So yeah, she might be lying about it. We do have celebration, hot sex, so she may be, ooh, we got child. We got the Empress and the child, so she probably is pregnant. She may not tell anybody. She may end up having a, you know, she may not keep it, but I do feel like she could be pregnant and lying to, ooh, yeah, look at that, procreation. That's literally babies, like sex and procreation, fertility, a multiply, a sudden increase. She's got 3 cards here that indicate being pregnant. So I would say she's pregnant and not telling people, hiding it from them. I don't know where it's going to, ooh, we got, I feel like there's something around it. She might not end up going full term, or she may be doing it for manipulative reasons. Like she may be trying to mess with somebody, but there's an omen here. There's a curse. It's like a feeling cursed or guilt or shame, regret. She may be regretting it. Maybe she doesn't like it. Maybe she doesn't like being pregnant. Instantly, I feel like she's worried about messing up her body. Yeah. I'm not sure. I feel like she could end up having... I feel like she's definitely pregnant with all of those 3 cards coming through. and putting down roots. But there is some sort of manipulation around it. And the manipulation could just be that she's not telling people. But there's like nothing necessarily wrong with not telling people, because, you know, we don't need to tell everybody everything. And when you're first pregnant, you shouldn't, because if you don't end up keeping, or if you don't end up going full term, then everybody knows, and it's just a hard place to be. But I do think she's pregnant. I'm not sure if she'll end up keeping it or going full term, but I think that there is like not the greatest energy around it. She may not be pregnant with the best person. But she's adaptive, resourceful, and an entrepreneur, so I'm sure she'll figure it out. Yeah, but there is something hidden. There's a hidden secret there, and I think she probably is pregnant. Those 3 cards, like, there's a lot of cards here, and they're not all like, oh yeah, the Empress is about a woman that's pregnant, the Child is literally about having a child, and the bunnies are literally about procreating, so I feel like she is. It was a result of a ditty party. Could be. Could be. Like, I don't know. I feel like there's something there that's just icky about it. Maybe she's embarrassed about or maybe she doesn't know who the daddy is. What have I been, I've been seeing all the Mr. Beast stuff. All the people hating on Mr. Beast. And I'm like, I think that's just bound to happen. If, like, when you, and the person that came after to hate him the biggest, like, recently, was a disgruntled person that was literally obsessed with, like, Mr. Beast. So I'm like, I would not trust that person. Like, he begged to work there, got fired within 20 days. He had a fucking chip on his shoulder. Like, and I mean, I'm sure he's made mistakes. I saw the stuff. I'm like, yeah, that's fucked up to do. But he was a 19-year-old kid, you know? Like, we all make mistakes. He's done a lot of other things that were good things to people. Like, and no matter what, people are gonna have a hate for people. She got back with Devin Booker, so it's his if she's pregnant. Okay. I don't know who that is. But, yeah, it could even be part of a fucking publicity thing. They do a lot of that. They do a lot of that publicity stuff. I do feel like there is a celebration, though. There's some sort of self-interest involved. Maybe he has self-interest in it. Maybe he wanted to get her pregnant so that he would be set for life, or, like, she can't go away, like, he's always part of my life, you know what I mean? Men can be like that, where they, like, they don't even necessarily want you for the rest of their life, but they want you to be, like, a part of their life for the rest of their life. Some women, I mean, some men, not all. And women do the same type of shit. There's a lot of people, yeah, there's a lot of people out there that do fucked up stuff. Thank you for my hat comment. Hello. He's an NBA player. They do a lot of, like, the football and NBA players. The sisters. People say they're witches. I got the moon. How does the person on my mind feels about me? I got the Child here, which is like carefree, spontaneous, inexperienced, tender. I feel like, I don't know if there's a new connection, but I feel like there's just like a innocence in this connection. Like, they see you as carefree, spontaneous, tender. They do have emotions for you. Let me see, what else do I have here? How do they feel? I feel like they have a lot of stuff going on in their life that they need help with, okay? Like, they feel weak. They may have a lot of anger. I don't think it's directed at you, but I feel like they have a lot of stuff that they need help with, and they see you as, like, a light in this world. They see you as somebody that hasn't maybe necessarily been through all the same stuff that they have, like, or even if you have, you haven't let it dim yourself. You haven't let it ruin who you are. Like, you still have a good, pure heart soul. So I feel like they're seeing, like, an opportunity to find wisdom within you. But they don't know if they're as strong as you think they are. But they, you know, I think that they like you because, like, you inspire them to feel better, or you haven't let this world taint your heart. You know, that's you, who's I'm talking to. That's Jordan. That was the energy that was coming through. That they care about you, that they like you, but they see you as somebody that has, like, a carefree energy within you. You're welcome. The Italian woman, I don't know. I don't know who the Italian woman is. Who is she? I keep seeing this. Frozen, delayed longing. Spirit of stone. I feel like there's been delays for people's fated meetings. What are my favorite readings to do? I don't know. I don't know. Sometimes it just like it depends. I think it's like it just depends. Like I don't really have like a set preference. You know what I mean? Like some things I get like I like doing past life. I like doing like the divine, like the ones that I've made decks for, like the divine timing, starseed ones that are actually like expansive and have good energies. Like I don't like to read for people. Yeah, it depends on the energy. Like I don't like to read for people who are like heartbroken and stressed out and anxious and feeling like they're gonna, but a lot of people who come for a reading are, they're not in a great place. But I like when I can help them. If I can help someone, I like that type of reading. But sometimes I can tell that, like, even if I give the person the reading and tell them the things that they need to hear, like it may help them, but they may not like it may not fully they may not fully take it. Like I can see like patterns, And sometimes I have people who come back a lot, right? So it's like I see patterns within energy. I see patterns within rooms. Like if I go live, I see a pattern that comes and shows up in the energy, but yeah, sometimes it goes in and out the ears. Sometimes people aren't even like they don't even really care. They're just there because the reading, let me do it, and like they don't even care about what they're asking. Like I want people to actually care what they're asking about, and to take the fucking messages and like apply them. Like what's the point of asking if you're just gonna ignore it? I don't like to do anything that I feel like people are gonna like. I stopped doing a lot of the twin flame stuff because I felt like it was harmful to people. I don't enjoy that. I don't want people to stay stuck. I don't want people to be like, ooh, let me keep thinking about this guy that's treating me like shit. Like I get it because I was there. I did it. I was obsessed. I kept looking at readings all the time and like listening to what I wanted to listen to instead of what I should have listened to. But I can't force that on anybody. And I know that's even triggering for people. Like sometimes I connected to our past life earlier and it told me that me and Steven were lovers and circumstances caused him to leave to fight. And me and the baby were alone. But they said that we have a chance to dump-a-da-bomb. Cliffhanger. Clear the guilt and hurt and regret from us. Nice, yeah. You probably were married in another life. There's usually a reason why people are in our lives again. I feel like most of the people in our lives come in, like, it's just like a recycling of souls. Like your mother may have been your best friend or your sister or your daughter or the people that you end up hating in this lifetime. You probably hated them in another lifetime. Like, I'm looking into getting womb healing soon. Nice. It'll help. I did a womb healing on somebody one time unknowingly. Like I was working with a woman who was like reading all the books and doing all the stuff for that. And we had like a Reiki clinic and a girl came in and got on the table. And I was working on that girl. And the girl that had like all the notes and stuff for womb healing came over and was like, oh my God, you're doing a womb healing. Because I took my Mesa belt and I put a figure 8 on her and I was just doing what I was being guided to do. But I guess that's part of like some techniques for womb healing. There's no wrong way to do a womb healing. Working on clearing things now so we can be together. Awesome. Maybe you should focus on healing yourself. Stephen also needs to take the initiative to heal himself too. You can't do his spiritual work for him. No. Everybody needs to do what they need to do. We can ask for people to feel support or get the support that they need, but they still at the end of the day have to do it themselves. Sometimes we focus on other people too, because we like, that's our biggest downfall. We focus on someone else rather than focusing on us because it's a distraction. And usually these people are mirrors that we're focused on, you know? Like they're showing us out, like, oh, they're doing this, they're doing that. And it's like, well, where are you doing that? Look at it, look at people as a mirror. Someone's upsetting you or triggering you, or like you're really focused on them. What are they doing in your eyes? Like, oh, he's abandoning me, he's doing this to me. Where are you abandoning you? Where are you doing that to you? Where are you hurting yourself? Where are you being avoidant? Where are you lying to yourself? You know, where are you feeling inadequate or stressed out? Like, and that's why, another reason why I didn't like sometimes I don't like the readers out there who are just like, oh, this person's such a piece of shit and everything he does is horrible. And it's like, well, if you're fucking attracted to that and that resonates for you, what's it saying about you? Like, we can't constantly, you know, like, we're, everything around us is a mirror. Very true. That traits we hate are also the ones we have. Yeah, there's our shadow that we try to discard and be like, oh, that's just so unacceptable. But it's just a discarded part of ourselves that we need to heal. Our karmic relationships are there to heal us, and everybody wants to like demonize them and be like, ugh. But it's like you're demonizing yourself. There's something there that you're trying to ignore or avoid, and it's not going to get any better doing that. You know, we all have a reason. Everybody comes in for a reason. Everything's there to help us to heal, but a lot of times we focus on the people around us instead of ourselves. And I get it because I've done it. I don't like that either. Yes. Yusuf's feelings. I got greed. I want it all and deserve it all. I feel like he may be feeling a little greedy at this time, or feeling like he needs more abundance in his life. Or maybe he's feeling greedy in terms to you. Like, I feel like his focus is on greed. Mirroring is so useful for self-discovery. Yes, it is. Hostile. We got greed and hostility coming through for Yosef's feelings. I don't want to play this game with you anymore. I feel like he's hostile and maybe greedy, okay? We were just talking about karmic people, so he may have some stuff up in there that's not the, yeah, I'm dark. He's got a lot of darkness inside of him. I'm afraid you're not going to want me if you see the truth. I feel like he's got a lot of darkness that he's projecting out, and I feel like he's a little greedy, he's a little hostile. He's got some anxiety and stress. And I feel like that's causing issues, you know, like if you're here asking me about how someone feels about you, that's an indicator to me that that's probably not the healthiest relationship, because they should just tell you. You know what I mean? Like that those are the little things that we often like ignore, like, oh, wait a minute. Like, I shouldn't have to ask this girl with cards how this person feels about me. Like, I should know. You know what I mean? He is my teacher. Should I get closer? He seems like he's got a lot of shit going on around him. Um, I would use caution, you know. I just saw practice on detachment and focusing on loving yourself unconditionally. So focus on loving yourself unconditionally. Um, you're special and irreplaceable, one of a kind. So if somebody doesn't treat you that way, or they're not taking action, they're not in their power, they're not making it clear to you how they feel, then I would hold back, because I feel like this person may be a trickster, a thief, and a karmic lesson. If you pursue somebody like that, you know what I mean? I would let them pursue you. If he's a man, let him follow you, or like, you know, pursue you and show up and see how he behaves. You know, don't just be like, oh, here he is, let me be nice to him. Yeah, tragic romance is showing up here. Revenge and despair, greed. That's not good signs. Depression, illness, melancholy. I feel like he's gonna make you feel bad. You know, sometimes we have a person that's like a teacher. We can like think of them, oh, they're so nice, they're a teacher. Like, we put them on a pedestal, but when you get to know them, you may be like, oh, like, he's not the best. Is the person on my mind juggling me? We have trust your gnosis, which is basically trust your intuition. Whenever somebody comes and asks me that, yeah, look at that. Disguise, conceal, performance. I feel like he's lying, he's manipulative, he's got hidden motives. So trust your gut. You know what I mean? I'm not going to be like, oh, 100% this person's doing that. But you guys are coming into the room asking these questions right now at a time where we're literally talking about like toxic people, karmic relationships, not healthy stuff. So I would just trust your gut and put up protection and know, like, you know, if you're feeling that way, there's a reason for that. Like if you're doubting those types of things, the best way to a relationship happens is if we can trust somebody. If we can't trust somebody, then you don't have anything. But I think you're seeing through the facade. So be aware and pay attention to your gut. He's not single, and you wouldn't be the only student he's having affairs with. Yeah. Chris, I believe, is correct. And thank you so much, Asiya. Yeah. Foreign affairs. These motherfuckers are not people. Like, it's weird, right? Like I said this earlier, the first two people that came in here tonight, or people who came in here throughout the night, like, they come in around the same time. They say the same things. They ask the same type of questions. They're dealing with the same type of energies. You guys just came in here with similar, like, similar energies are coming in. It's like, oh, this person doesn't seem too good. Oh, this person doesn't seem too good. Trust your gut. You know, your gut will never lie to you about stuff. And if our gut is making us feel that way, like, that's just a clear indicator that, like, it's probably not the best person. There's somebody better for us out there who will not treat us like a piece of crap or make us doubt ourselves or worry and stress out, who won't be karmic, narcissistic, detached, and unhealthy. Sometimes we get attracted to these people because we need to love ourselves more and realize like we're worthy of more. We deserve better. Hello. You think that just not trying, there's no way I have a really deep feelings for me. For him. I have really deep. Well, I mean, I think you should work on what's good for you. You know what I mean? Focus, like that's what it said. It said focus on self-love, focus on loving yourself unconditionally. You know, and like act like your best friend and let him show up for you. If he's not showing up for you and he's not being good and healthy, then don't pursue that. That's just going to destroy you. It's going to hurt you. Um, you know what I mean? I feel like he's got some stuff around him that's not healthy. Like all the cards that were coming out were not good energies. And sometimes we're attracted to those people for a lesson. So I feel like there's not much I can say to you that will really guide you either way. It's up to you to decide, but I would focus on loving yourself unconditionally so that you can like give yourself the best like advice for how this person treats you. But like even if he's a teacher, that's probably not a good idea anyway. Someone who's in that position, we shouldn't be interacting in that way. It's going to cause issues. And if he is pursuing you and you're a student, you know, that could be an indicator that he might be doing that in other places. Yeah, I just saw the snake with deception. You know, I don't know. Just be cautioned. Caution it. Cautioned. Yes, we need to learn the lessons. Both people need to learn the lessons. Akanza and Shivana relation, will it get better? My best friend. I feel like there's some sort of darkness or like unhappily like emotional baggage that's causing an issue with your best friend. But if you can be in the energy of caring and loving and, you know, charming and graceful and don't let it like tear you down, and don't take it personal. Sometimes our friends go through stuff. Like I know for me, like when I go through stuff, I shut down. I don't talk to people. I don't hang out with anybody. I would rather just deal with this on my own. But sometimes our friends take that personally, and then it causes issues with those friends. But I feel like that there's something going on that needs to be healed. And the more that you can just be understanding and compassionate and heart-centered, it may get better over time. Just don't push too hard. Don't try to act like, oh, you know, um, you know what I mean? Like like if you're looking at it as like, oh, this is silent treatment and they're being mean to me and things like that, try not to go like there could be a reason that person's feeling that way or going through something. Don't ever assume things are about you. A lot of people assume things are about them, and it's usually not. You know, just try to be compassionate, centered, and balanced, and compassionate and patient for people. And I feel like that's the best way for things to get better. But if we try to force things or we take things too personally, we end up causing, badness. We end up having a breakup and we feel defeated and angry over nothing. So try to just be understanding that everybody processes things differently. And I feel like, yeah, if you can be adaptable and see both sides of things, try to look through other people's eyes when we're dealing with them, and be like, okay, what is it that they may be going through? But if they're like flat out being mean to you or doing horrible things to you, then, separate yourself from them. But if they're just kind of like not fully there for you, you know, um, I would do a little bit more research and figure out, like, is this a personal attack, which probably isn't, or is there something else going on in this person's life that they need to work on and they're just not fully available for me right now. You're welcome. I would be wary of teachers or people in power. Yeah, don't get closer to the teacher because you can end up hurt. Read the book My Dark Vanessa. It's a book about high school girl and her teacher. It's about grooming. Yeah, it is. It's anybody that's like, even when I was 15 and I had a person that was 19, that was grooming. Like, it doesn't seem that big when you're at that age, and even the people that were adults around didn't fucking like, oh, that's a problem. But it is not a good thing, because those people are older than you, they have more experience than you, they can manipulate you easier, and they can do, like, and you will put them on a pedestal because, oh my god, they're so mature and they have a house and a car, like stupid stuff that does not matter at the end of the day. But it's, those things happen. So I would always be cautionate with somebody that's older or in those places of power. Is it impossible? No, it's not impossible that somebody cares and is a little bit older than us. But I feel like until we're adults, then we shouldn't really be, messing with that type of stuff. Like, there's reasons, there's laws, like, and there's reasons that we're not that mature. Like, your frontal lobe isn't fully developed until you're a certain age, and that person's already got there. But a lot of men and women, there's even teacher women out there that are like that go after little boys that they're just, it's not good. They're grooming them, taking advantage of them, and then they move on to the next one. And it's not good. Sometimes we're not interested in the boys our age because they're immature and they're stupid and whatever, but that's okay. You don't have to be with them. You can wait till you're a little bit older. It's very different when someone is, 30 and 34 is a lot different than like 14 and 19 or anything. Like, anything in the teens with older is kind of like questionable. You keep seeing this show up in our world. Our world seems to be like, having a lot of issues with that. And I think there's a reason. And back in the day, there was a lot of people, men, who were like taking advantage of kids, marrying very young. And it was because women didn't have any fucking control over things. The parents were giving kids away. Like, there's still stuff like that happening in the world today. But I don't know. Like, I would try to, like, treat yourself like your best friend. Like, when you know what's going on in your life, imagine what's going on in your best friend's life. Like, what would you say to your best friend? And even that, sometimes if we're still young, we may not know exactly what would be the best for our best friend. But I feel like it's like a nightmare that could happen that you really don't want to happen. I have not seen one really good card for this, and I usually try to push for, like, oh, this is a nice message, but I don't think that's gonna be a night. Yeah, I think you'll be controlled. I don't think it'll be good. You're not stupid. You're not stupid. Believe I did it. I'm not stupid. Other people done it. They're not stupid. It's just what happens. It's men do that. They're older, smarter, and got a lot of manipulation on us because they've been doing it for a lot longer than us. But as you get older, you'll realize and have those, like, oh wait, I know what this is. I see what that is. But the fact that you're asking is a good sign. You have some sort of thing inside of you that's asking about it. Just try to get a hold on yourself, because you may really care about him, you may really like him, but it may not be what's best for you. He's 26. How old is that other girl that lives in your house? Yes, you're not stupid. You deserve better. I'm going to read it and appreciate it. Good. I'm glad. I hope that it helps. 34 and you're 42. I don't know. The plot thickens. Yeah. We all make mistakes along the way. Life is fucked up, but it's okay. We'll figure it out one day, but you know, we're learning as we grow. Nobody's wrong or stupid. We're just all figuring it out. She's 34 but has a mind of a child. That's not good either. I hope it helps, yes. Please just look at it this way. Ask yourself, why is this man hitting on a teen? Women his age probably see right through him. That's the thing. Men, boys or men, like, you'll see this a lot. You'll see, like, guys who graduated high school, they're always coming to pick up, like, their fucking high school girlfriends because the people their age aren't interested in them. You know what I mean? It's a lot easier to impress someone that's younger than you, that's just growing and, you know, doing things and going, like, it's a sheltered type of life when you're still in high school compared to like when you go out to the real world and you get your own home and you get your own car and you get your own things and, you know, you have responsibilities and stuff like that. But we look at other people in places of those positions of, oh, they have a job and they have a car and they have apartment. Like, we place value on that, and it's not good, you know. And a lot of times like in high school specifically, it can be as simple as a fucking car that these guys will use as their way of, you know, getting a girl to like them because, oh, that's like freedom. I can go out with this guy, like I'm gonna sneak out at night and go travel around and do stupid ass shit. And it's like they're all about getting the virgins and getting the young girls. And a lot of men, even as they get older, they still want the barely legal like crap because it's just, and not all men, but a lot of men do that. Yeah, I think older people, like when that's what I was saying. When you're adult, it's different. When you're a teenager, it's a red flag. There's a lot of reasons, you know. Even with the adults, some adults, like men who are like 90 marrying someone who's like 30, there's usually like a reason. Like the woman's there for money and the man's there because she's beautiful and young. Like there's usually a two-way street on these things too. Not, and you know, unless it's a kid. When it's a kid, there's usually like they're not seeing like they're not there for their self-motivation. They're there out of admiration. There's a difference between admiring and being starstruck or, you know, ooh, rather than someone that's, you know, an older man with money that wants a younger woman with boobs and a nice ass. Like, you know, and there's women that do that stuff too. There's a lot of people out there. Basically, we want a normal, healthy person. You know, normal, healthy person. If we can find a normal, healthy person, it really doesn't matter their age. But sometimes there's red flags that come along. Like if I wasn't seeing all those negative cards, I would maybe not think about, maybe he's a young teacher that just started teaching. But I'm seeing a lot of cards that indicate to me that this is not a good guy for a relationship. Um, you know, but you know, there's always different circumstances for every person. If they can be happy, so can me and Steven. Does my person think I'm cheating? Are you cheating? We got burden, hardship, lesson, caution, warning, danger. We got spirit of the stranger, and I feel like they may be thinking that, like, and especially like I always say this, when people ask me questions, there's usually a reason why they're asking me a question. It's almost like they kind of know deep down in their soul, like this person might be thinking I'm cheating. But with this energy of the stranger and this burden, hardship and stuff, I feel like they may be worried about that. Yeah. So, you know, trust your gut when you're feeling that. Like there's usually something there. Trust me, guys, I'm gonna protect myself. He's just treat me normal and imagine things. Okay, good. We got fertility, I don't know, like, has this person made you feel like you're like that they think that you're cheating? I feel like, and are you cheating? Because I do feel like there's a strange energy around here. There is something that's in here that's kind of like, you know, um, but they may be kind of, I feel like they could be doubting it, or it could be you worried about it that's bringing it up. Yeah, because there's unclear confusion within the cards. So if you think that and you keep thinking about that and putting that out there, that shady type of energy, you will start to manifest that. People do that. Like, I've been in relationships with people that like kept saying stupid shit, and then eventually that's manifested because it was like, my family is trying to force me with my ex. Okay, so I feel like there is concerns on their end, but I feel like it's manifesting out of your like concerns. I would just be open with him and let him know, like, my family's trying to get me to go with this person, and I don't have, like, it's unfinished whatever. Like, I'm in a new chapter. I'm done with that. Like, I don't want to go in there. It's not a temptation to me unless it is a temptation to you. Like, is your parents being like a fucking pain in your ass pushing you in that direction? I feel like, there's a reason why it's on your mind. Obviously, if they're doing that to you, there's a reason that it's on your mind. But I feel like they may be picking up on that energy, so it might be best for you to just be clear about it, because I feel like your energy is speaking to them, and if you're not clear with them, then it could cause issues, right? Yeah, it could cause a demonic attachment of like anxiety, all those things. Like, spiritual attachments come out of anxiety, come out of stress, come out of jealousy, come out of all the stuff, all of these things that we feel in our energy. So if your parents are causing you anxiety, causing you frustration, causing you guilt, causing you shame, causing you regret, that's going to manifest, and that will attach to him and start to manifest like confusion and unshadiness and things like that. It's like we are fighting to be together. Yeah, I would do what you would need to do, but, like, let him know, like, I don't want that person, I want you. And trust in that love can overcome, that type of shit. Maybe it's time to get away from your parents' influence, and I know that sucks because people are, but they're your parents. It's like, well, if your parents are trying to get you to do something you don't want to do, and they're being toxic, and they're being manipulative, and they're being fucking crazy, it's okay to cleanse yourself of that and separate yourself from that. And if they do care about you, they'll stop doing that shit. But I feel like there is a burden, there is a hardship around you at this time that you need to break free from, so that it doesn't sabotage the relationship. So I would just be honest and communicate with them and let them know that you're not cheating. You have no desire to be with that person. Your parents are just fucking being parents that are not the best at the being parents. They could even be trying to influence him. They could be trying to say shit to him to get in his head and cause some doubts. So I would do my best to separate myself from them, their influence, and keep him safe from their influence. Don't let them. Yeah, I feel like they could do some shady shit, like reach out to him on social media or call him and be like, oh, or try to like set you up in some way to make it look like really dumb shit. But I feel like they may try to do something like that. So keeping a clear communication with him and letting him know that you feel that way, like, I feel like they're gonna try to fuck this up, is the best way to avoid that. Is my ex sending negative energy to keep us apart? They put cameras around the home, and he's been asking my dad for a job, but he is being ignored. Energy clearing can help too, yes. I do feel like there is an influence around you. I feel like, like in Rick just said, energy clearing. Yeah, somebody's self-interest. So you feel that energy around you. You wouldn't be asking about it. I would do some energy clearing to lift up out of that negativity and out of that darkness, and to, clear yourself. Like, you can just light a candle and call on Archangel Michael. If you go to the Divine Essentials channel of mine, there's a free cord cutting meditation on there that can help you. And just stay strong and stay in your, in your own lane, and try not to let it influence you too much. But I would intentionally ask spirit on a regular basis to, like, cut your cords. Like, you could do the guided meditation once, and then on a regular basis be like, Archangel Michael, please cut my cords. do some energy clearing, you know, get some Palo Santo or sage. Like your intention is the biggest thing. If you're stressed out about these things, worried about these things, thinking about these things, it adds to that energy. But if you're like, I'm clearing this energy, I'm not worried about this energy, it's not going to influence me, I'm not giving my power to it, then you take back your power and you keep yourself in a better energy, keep yourself safer from those influences. But I do feel like there is, you know, there is influence there that you can clear up. Yeah, I wouldn't talk to her. Sounds like everybody's against you. I don't know why people out there are so fucking crazy. Like, if it's not your relationship, why? I get it when it's an ex, like, to a degree. I get it when it's an ex, like, they're jealous, they're triggered, they're upset, they want you back. Sometimes it's a narcissist that feels like you belong to them. Like, I've had that, you know, situation in my own life. I don't get it to the degree where, like, I could see myself doing it to people, but I get it more when that stuff's happening. But, like, if it's a parent or a friend or whatever, it's like, just let people be. Just let people do what they're doing. Like, unless that person's horrible and toxic, then just let that person be. Like, we don't need to control other people's lives. And even if the person is toxic and horrible, eventually they'll figure it out. Like, my sister's in a horrible toxic relationship, but I don't harp her about it every single day. I'm not like, you need to get away from him, because I know that's just gonna, like, it's not gonna work. I was there. I did the same thing. I stayed in toxic, horrible relationships because I wasn't ready to leave it. But when people are ready to leave it, they'll leave it. But I don't like when parents try to control where their kids are going to be going or anything like that. It's not good. None of that shit's good. Yeah, spirit of the child. Like, if you love your child, you love your child unconditionally. Like, unless there's a legitimate reason for them to be worried about who you're with, then, you know, and even if there is a legitimate reason for them to worry, like, it's just going to push a kid away to be like, you have to do this. You have to do this. You have to do this. I know. There's been a lot of drama tonight. That's what I've been saying, though. Like, this whole week has been like, ugh. I'm like, random rage outburst, random just like seeing stuff that I don't normally see. Like, I saw that stupid stuff to do, like, all the drama to do with Mr. Beast. I'm like, why am I seeing this stuff? So, obviously, I'm going to clear my energy, too, because I don't want to keep attracting it, you know? But obviously, sometimes people need help, you know? Sometimes people need a reminder or a boost, but it's not good, you know? We want to get rid of that shit. But I am going to go eat because it's been ready for over an hour. Actually, it's been ready for 2 hours now, and I'm hungry. And yeah, I'll be back next Monday. Sometimes it's a lesson they need to learn, yes. I've tried to tell her she's stubborn, yes. I hope so. I had a dream of him before I met him. Oh, nice. That's usually a soul connection. Clearing mind. I hope it works out. Yeah, I think everything will work out for everybody. We just got to believe it will and trust that it will. But I will be back next Monday to do more readings. I'm probably going to do a live on TikTok before then, too, for donations on there. And then the other channel has that meditation on it. It's just Divine Essentials on the other channel. But thank you guys very much. I will see you next week. Have a great night. In Renee, namaste. Thank you.